Okay, good morning folks. It's like 11 a.m. maybe, roughly, and I just woke up after like 3.5 hours of sleep and just came out of the shower. As you can see, my hair's still wet and stuff, and I just left the Jahmoni headquarters to go on my way to Bad Kötzting, which is like a little bit of an adventure, I guess, because right now I have to figure out how to go to Munich Hauptbahnhof. I've never been there before, and I'm gonna go like via bus first and then via tube, and I have to make sense out of this mess, which is like the public transport system of Munich, and I don't have any idea where I am or where I'm about to go, so this could be fun. But at first it's a bus and then it's a tube, and Sebastian Belt told me that it's like about, well, 45 minutes maybe to go to the central station, and from there on I'm gonna like have to get me a train ticket to Bad Kötzting, and I will go to Cham first. It's like a town which is pronounced spelled C-H-A-M, which sounds like a town that would be in Switzerland but is in Germany, and I have to have a like transfer time of like 1.5 hours there, wait, and then go to Bad Kötzting, where I will arrive at 17:30 kind of, and then I will see how the night goes. Really looking forward. Recapping on last night, it was kind of similar to April. Started out slow, as I said in the last video, as a mixed bag. I was playing deep house at first, there were not many people showing up, and then Sebastian Belt took over with like bass music, and then later on at like, I don't know, 1 or so, things got really busy and people were raving and stuff, and a lot of people from the Netherlands and from wherever showed up and had a really good time, a really heavy blast and stuff. So it was kind of a rave, but it's as I would say, a typical night of the Munich underground. So really looking forward to play at the Favoritbar on Sunday, to like have another night like this. But overall, really good night. I have a little bit of a hangover because there was like gin tonic and like rum involved, so I will get me some water and some breakfast at Munich Central, I guess. Okay, I kind of figured out where to go. So I'm somewhere around this area, and I have to take a bus to Arabella Park, and from there on I will go down somewhere here, I guess, and I have to end up here at Hauptbahnhof, which is Munich Central. So this looks pretty confusing, especially because there is like buses and tubes and main lines on one like map, which is a little different in Hamburg. So in Hamburg you get only the tube, or only the bus, or only the regional and mainline trains on one like map. So I will see how that goes. This is nice, like a small fountain at the tube station Arabella Park. This wouldn't work in Hamburg, I guess. So I don't know if it's just me, but the Munich tube, especially the U4, because it's like the first time I ride a tube in Munich, looks a little bit like a relic from the 70s or like early 80s in terms of how it looks. The interior is, well, it's all leather, and the colors are like from an old 70s James Bond flick or something like that. The lighting is weird as well, all the light colors. It's like a yellowish, darkened neon light, I don't know, but it feels like I'm back in the 80s somehow. Okay folks, found my train. I'm in like Munich Central Station. Bought me some train tickets like the rest for the weekend, so that means for me to go now from Munich to Cham, or Cham, I don't know how to pronounce that. From there I'm gonna go to Bad Kötzting. Tomorrow I'm gonna go from Bad Kötzting to Deggendorf, and from Deggendorf to back to Munich, and then on Monday morning I'm gonna go from Munich back to Hamburg. And I found me some breakfast as well. So water is important because it's super warm. I guess it's 25 plus. There's some like pretzel sandwich thing and like some Haferkraft, whatever that is, like a muesli kind of bar, like to get me some energy and stuff. And this is our route for today. So we are in Munich right now, going via Freising, Landshut, Neufahren, Regensburg, Schwandorf. This is where we're gonna change tomorrow to cham. If you're from that area and have any idea how to pronounce that, like let me know in the comments and stuff. And then we gotta wait there for 90 minutes or so and then go to Bad Kötzting. So I will get you some footage because Sebastian aka Belb told me that the travel or the ride and the view will be great because the area we are like about to cross in Germany is beautiful and stuff. So you're gonna see some of that, I guess, and I'm not gonna fall asleep because right now I feel awake, although I had only like 2 or 3 hours, or maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I will try to catch up on emails as far as like service goes in terms of data and stuff, and do a little bit of Instagram work, and then hang out and have a look out of the window to appreciate the beautiful German landscape in here. So you're gonna see some of that in a bit. So actually folks, just an update. This bar is disgusting, super soggy, super sweet, not what I need right now, like in terms of breakfast and stuff. So definitely if you see that, do not buy. So there is one interesting thing about traveling, and definitely takes you places, and for me it means most of the time when I like travel to the German hinterland, like quote unquote, like to the places which aren't in focus for people who live in like metropolises or in big cities, does mean like it takes me places I never been before and I never have heard of before. And now I'm stuck in Cham, that weird town I mentioned before, which I didn't know to pronounce, how to pronounce until then, but like there was a thing coming through the speakers in the train where I was, and it was like pronounced Cham. So here I am, and it's beautiful because I'm stuck for an hour right now, or like for 45 minutes. It's a 4:45. No, it's a 4:45. And I think that this clock doesn't work right. Anyway, and I'm about to leave in like an hour or so, or like a little bit more than an hour, at 5. And it's in the middle of nowhere, definitely. There's nothing, you know, here's train tracks, the ultimate train tracks to nowhere. There's another train stuck here, which is like a two carriage train only. There's not even a kiosk around. There is nothing. And back in there is another train track ending where the 1A is, and that's where my train is supposed to leave in like little more than an hour. There's no drinks to buy, no nothing. If you look around the corner, I will leave my luggage here because there's no one to steal it. There's some beautiful like German Kleinstadt architecture, like small village architecture. There's the whole building, the old abandoned train station. Some digital like announcement, and here is what the city of Cham looks like. And I presume everything of the city looks like this, like typical Bavarian architecture, very cute kind of. But if you're stuck here on a Saturday, and if you come from a big town like Hamburg, like where I live, it's a little bit like I don't know the word exactly, but it's a little bit weird, I guess. So you're stuck, and there's a kind of restaurant here, but I'm not too sure if they are open. Maybe I'm gonna have a drink there, like a bistro or something, or maybe they have ice cream. That would be a good idea for the summer, so a little bit of ice cream would do. And so I'm stuck here for more than an hour and enjoying my time and waiting for the train to arrive to Bad Kötzting finally, so we'll see how this goes. It's really astounding how much noise these little birds can make. They live here at the train station because no one's around. And another thing that's really astounding about this travel, and especially this kind of this area in Germany, is the fact that the phone and data reception for mobile phones really sucks. Like on my way from Munich to Cham, there were several places where the data reception didn't work at all, which I'm kind of used to when it comes to riding Deutsche Bahn, but the weird thing is that even like the cell phone reception didn't work, so I wasn't able to receive calls or like phone people or send even text or something like that. And I wonder how people survive in this area without like proper data stuff. And I bet or I reckon that the internet connection, like in their homes for the people who live here, is not better. So this is really the end of the world, kind of, and I'm curious how the data and cell phone reception works in the place where I'm going to, like to Bad Kötzting. And the sun is really shiny, so my eyes are closing, kind of, and I'm tired a little bit in the train. I almost fell asleep, but right now I'm longing for coffee, actually. That would be a great idea. Coffee and ice cream. And bourbon, maybe, later. Yay, so I left the middle of nowhere, final train ride for today, and I've realized that by Monday I will have traveled like 1,000 kilometers by train within 3 days, which is quite a lot. It's like from the very north of Germany to the very south, and now it's another 30 minutes for me, and then I finally arrive in Bad Kötzting, and will give you some impressions like of the German landscape, which should be very beautiful in here. And then I will talk to you later when I finally arrive and settle, and when we go to the Bad Kötzting, which is the club we're going to play tonight. Just arrived in Bad Kötzting. We're on the way to getting some food. Here's Olli, the guy who runs the place.
Yeah, we're gonna meet some locals now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to like a traditional German Volksfest kind of to get some food and stuff. And here's bank holiday, so everyone is like, a lot of people are dressed up in traditional dirndls and lederhosen and like traditional stuff. And I guess it's gonna be a good night tonight. And this is what I was talking about, like traditional German Volksfest here. And we're about to get some food and meet the other crew and like have some fun before the party starts later at like 8 or 10. Yeah, so here we are in Bad Kötzting. We had some food at a traditional German beer zelt, as you've seen. This is the location, which is the old train station, and there's still an active train line here. Really looking forward to play. The guys who run the place are super nice, and the location looks great too. And here's like in his place a collection of old like disco turntable setups and stuff, like from like old disco decks with mixers and stuff. And the location looks like this. Really interesting. From the DJ booth you look inside to the bar, so I hope you can see things. Here's a small hangout, loads of records here for all your record collectors. So he has like part of his record collection in this place. Super cozy, I guess with like 100 people. It's like super packed. I totally love the old electric installments in here for the place. So this might be from the old train station, from the original, like to take care of the trains and stuff. Here's the dance floor, and interestingly here's the turntable setup. So you look in here, And there's a bar. Here's records and stuff. And here's another, there's a bar section. And a chill out section, and you can go outside in here. So this is a super cozy place, and the guy is about to open another place, maybe in another town, as he told me, and this location will be closing for a while at the end of the month, but will reopen, I guess, at some day soon. So this is the status right now. I'm about kötzting, looking forward to play. And here's a globe. Enjoy the view of our world. Oh, what a night. Started out slowly, went great, played like, I don't know, 6 hours, 7.5? I don't know, I have no idea. Closed with the first AM track ever. Super nice club, super nice people, sweet audience. Not 100% packed, but all people appreciating the sound and stuff. Super nice folks. I'm coming back for sure. So big up to the Bahnhof Kötzting for having me and stuff. Now I'm standing in the rain. I'm gonna have some schnapps, bourbon, I guess.